Thank you for coming to Two Wheels Ave. Today we're working on a 2023 Yamaha R1. If you're watching this video, then most likely you probably purchased one of our tail tidies. I'm going to go ahead and do a quick install video for you guys that purchased the plate. And I just want to tell you thank you very much for your business. I appreciate it. And let's go ahead and take this big old whale tail off. Let's get started. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the rear seat. So let's go ahead and do that. Stick the key in here. All right. Okay. Now the second thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take off the rider seat. So you want to grab yourself a 5mm Allen. Go ahead and take off the rider seat. Just got to do this on both sides, and then I'll show you step 3. So the next thing you want to do is go ahead and take off this black little cover. Just going to need a little screwdriver here. It's got 4 screws in it. Go ahead and take that cover off so that way you have a little bit better access to the turn signals and license plate light underneath you here. Go ahead and take that cover off now. Alright, so now that all 4 bolts are out, you're going to go ahead and take this out. And first thing you're going to want to do is take this little clip here and loosen up your wires. There you go. There's like a little clip holding the wires. Go ahead and take those wires out because right here is going to be your left turn signal is the black. Go ahead and push down there. That white one right there is going to be your left turn. I'm sorry, the left one here is going to be your right turn signal. So again, go ahead and push down here and then pull back. I'm doing this with one hand, and then that one down there, that little white one underneath of it is going to be your license plate light. So go ahead and unplug that one as well. What you're going to do here is you're going to push down here, right here, and then pull back. There you go. So now that that's done, the easiest thing is to take this little toolkit thing out. So all you're going to need is it looks like a 5mm Allen. Go ahead and take this out to give you more access to be able to drop the OEM tail tidy, and I'll show you guys that in a second here. So but let's go ahead and take this out first. Okay. All right, so now that you took the 5mm Allens out, what you need to do is it's hooked onto your rear tail light. So just kind of pull towards the seat. Like pull toward, you see that? And it's clipped on right there. It's got a little grommet. Pull that. And then you can go ahead and lift it up. So what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to pull, let me see here. I believe some bikes that I've been doing don't even have these things, but you're going to, in order to drop the tail tidy down, you're going to have to take these wires off of this because the wires need to be dropped down through the hole. So go ahead and take these wires off, and I'll come right back. All right, guys. So as you can see, this is your tool kit that was in here, and the wires were attached to it. If you see these little holes here, what you want to do is you want to take these things here on the back side of the wires, and you see those little clips? Basically, you just want to pull them out of this. That's all you want to do, is just pull them out. So that way now you got the wires. So what we're going to do is it looks like we're going to take again, I think that's a 5mm Allen. We're going to go ahead and grab a 5mm Allen, unscrew all 3 of those, 1, 2, and 3. You're going to go ahead and keep this piece here because you're going to reuse that. It's basically like a nice little washer for you, so that way your bolts don't slide through, okay? All right, hang on one second. Okay guys, now as I told you before, you're going to go ahead and take out all 3 of the 5mm Allens in here. So do me a favor, on your last bolt, make sure that you're holding the tail tighty, because you don't want it to just go falling down on your new bike. So go ahead and hold your tail tighty as you're loosening it, because as soon as it gets loose, it will want to drop down, okay? So go ahead and hold on to it. You want to make sure that you're not going to drop it. Some of these are a little tougher than others because they do have a Loctite on them. So, all right. And as I said, it will drop down. Go ahead and just, first things first, if you have an extra person with you, you can ask for their help. But what you want to do is you want to grab, go ahead and try to reach down and grab the bolt out along with the triangle piece, because you're going to reuse this triangle piece so that way your bolts don't get sucked through there. Let me go ahead and throw this down really quick. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I have my GoPro helmet thing on here, so go ahead and pull those wires down through, and you may have to do one at a time because of those, if you remember, those black pieces have those plastic pieces on them, on those one wire. So you might have to do, like for an example, see this one? Do one at a time. Pull it through, pull that one through, and then now you can drop this one down too as well. Hopefully you guys seen that just now. All right, let me grab the tail tighty. Okay guys, so now that you've taken off your whale tail, the OEM tail tighty, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and drop it into the pile with everybody else's. And when you get your plate, it's gonna come in a 2wheelsave box. This is the tail tighty for the R1. Has a couple pieces to it. This is a what they call a backer plate. So I want to show you guys this because I want you to understand how this plate goes on. So you're gonna put your plate on, and what you're gonna do is, the one thing I don't like is I don't like tail tighties that you can see a whole bunch of wires behind. So that's why I designed what they call a backer plate. What you're gonna do, if you notice, you can see these little channels here. What you're gonna do is you're gonna channel that wire right through this, right through the middle here. Same thing with the other side, channel it through, okay? You're gonna grab your provided bolts. I provided you some bolts in the kit here. Let me make sure these are the correct ones. Hang on one second. Hang on one second. Okay guys, sorry, I had to grab the right bolt. So whenever you grab your tail tighty, hold this on the back, make sure the wires are channeled through. Grab your, now hold it on the back, grab your state issued license plate, go ahead and drop it down, center it where the holes are, go ahead and put your bolts in. In your case, you're probably gonna have to undo some bolts and then put your plate on. So go ahead and you can tighten them up once you put it on. You wanna make sure everything's centered in there. Okay, so go ahead and put this on. Same thing with at the bottom. It just gives it a nice, cleaner look. So that way when you're looking at it from a side view, you're not gonna notice all those wires. You know, and we're gonna channel those wires up into the bike. Like I said, just gives it a nice, cleaner look. And of course, the last one. So in order to tighten these down, you're gonna just need a 4mm Allen and then a 11mm in the rear, okay? So, let me show you what we're gonna do next. What we're gonna do, let me get everything situated and I'll be right back. Hey guys, so now you have the backer plate on. You're gonna take the wires, you're gonna fish them through the hole, okay? So when you fish them through the hole, just go ahead and pull them up through there and then sneak them underneath here. You don't need to plug them in right at this second. Now, you're going to take your cover plate You're gonna take your cover plate. You're gonna put the bolt through. What you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna put all of these wires in this little channel here. You can see that little channel. You're gonna put all 3 of these wires in that channel, and then you're gonna stick this up through the hole here, okay? I'll show you what it looks like before we mount the plate. So keep the plate on the tire as you're mounting this. Remember, you're gonna push the bolt through and you're gonna use the locking nut with the little triangle on top. I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so now that you can see, you got all the wires going through this little channel. You got your bolt in the very rear. This is your cover piece. Your plate is sitting on top of your tire at the moment. And inside, you got the locking nut at the very back. So now we're gonna mount the plate. And before we mount the plate, you're gonna pull the wires up to, to plug them in, white to white, black to black, and then of course your license plate light. And so what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab the provided 1 1/4 inch bolts with the washer. Go ahead and slide it through. So you're gonna slide it through, just like that. It's gonna look like that. And on the back side, you're gonna put the little provided spacer. See, so you're gonna put the spacer on. So this spacer is gonna butt up to the bike, okay? It's gonna butt up to the bike. So go ahead and put both of those on really quick. Let me hold this. Trying to hold this at the same time as my GoPro to show you guys this. All right, so put the spacer on. Perfect. Now you have 2 locking nuts. Those locking nuts are gonna go on the inside. You're gonna slide these bolts right through that little triangle, okay? Let me show you what it looks like in a second here. Okay, I apologize, guys. Your guys' bolts will come with they will be black to match. The spacer goes here. These are gonna be 2-inch black bolts. They go through, and then on the inside, you're gonna have the little triangle piece, and then you're also gonna have the locking nuts on top. All right, so this is exactly what it's gonna look like. The white connector goes to the white connector, which is your right turn signal, black, and then also your license plate light. All right, and this is what the finished product looks like, okay? I will go ahead and take some more pictures and put them up. I hope you guys enjoy it, and I know you're gonna love the way it looks on your bike. Thanks again for your business. If you guys have any questions, please do me a favor. Don't hesitate to reach out to me, okay? Have a great day. Here we are with the 2023 R1 finished product. Here it is from a side view. Look at that, guys. A lot better, right? Here it is from the rear. Hope you like it. Have a good day.